Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge for as little as $9 a month, information is available in the description below. And anybody joining before the end of August will also receive a refund for the second payment, as payments are always taken on the first, so no reason to delay joining. In the previous video we did an update on ticker symbol MMTLP and also an update on ticker symbol SAVA, Cassava Sciences. In today's video we're going to be introducing a new IPO stock that's due to be launched this week, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be doing a quick update on MMTLP. So before we make a start, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the market. So I'm just going to share with you a headline article here from the Wall Street Journal, and this is with regard to what potentially may happen in the markets going forward. What the Wall Street Journal here is saying that net short positions in the S&P 500 futures have grown in the last few months. So what this basically means, it means that traders are increasing their bets on that the index is going to fall going forward. So if we have a look at the chart here for the S&P 500, we can see around about June 16th it was on a low for the year. From that low it has recovered and it's up approximately 11% from that low of June the 16th. However, for the whole year 2022, the S&P 500 is still approximately 15% down. So if we have a look at the chart again, going forward, the indications are, obviously we saw on Friday a strong sell-off, a strong downturn in the markets. So the question now is, going forward, are we going to see a bounce? Was that a little bit of consolidation? Was it just a temporary sell-off? Or are we going to go into a bear market with potentially a recession going forward? Obviously nobody knows the future, nobody can time the market. Time will tell, but obviously I think it is better to be optimistic, but obviously be careful with your trades as well. So before we look at the new IPO stock, I'm going to address some common questions with regard to MMTLP going forward. I'm also going to give a shout out here to Greg Mathis, who's posted an interesting theory. So let's have a look at what Greg has stated. So what he said here in the comments, he said S1 was filed on the 15th of July 2022. So obviously just speculation. So going forward, looking at 30 days, calendar days we're looking at there. So that takes us here to the 14th of August 2022. So with regard to George, what he's saying here, he needs to have answered straightforward questions to the SE approximately before the 14th of August 2022. So George tweeted on the 26th of August 2022 confirming this would be in theory 12 days after the 30 days request from the SEC, straightforward comments. So basically in layman terms, what Greg is saying here is MMT should have answered these SEC straightforward questions in matter of few days. Obviously George did say in his tweet that the SEC was in terms of the feedback and the comments, the matter was only straightforward items, nothing of serious and nothing of concern. But what Greg is now going to predict, he's saying that in response to the SEC, this would have been by 17th of August 2022. And what he's now saying is George's tweet is potentially giving a false impression to the shorts that it's going to be another 2 to 3 weeks. We could see S1 approval, including amendments, a lot sooner. So very, very interesting angle here. And he's also said here in the second quarter webcast, George gave us 45 days calendar time, including any S1 amendments from the date of filing, which was the 15th of July 2022. So what Greg is basically saying, he's saying here in his theory, Monday the 29th of August, and he's hoping that this is, if this happens and we get news on Monday, then this is going to indicate that George is playing 3D chess with the shorts, and obviously something there to design to confuse the shorts, and obviously he's predicting an interesting week ahead. So a very interesting theory, and I think the answer to this is going to be discovered tomorrow. What I would now like to do is address a common question that has been received in the comments and also through Twitter. So I'm going to give a shout out here to David Zandes, and he's added this question with a few extra points here. So let's have a look at what David has said. He said, hello Ali, thanks for your work involved in an MMTLP. I went into shock when you stated that the delay could be 2 to 3 weeks. Could you please give us a short answer? Is it going to be a 2 to 3 week delay? David also thinks that the team, if the SEC notified them that they would need by 2 p.m. the answers by close of play in terms of the actual day that they asked for the information. I bet the team can put their hands on whatever was requested within minutes, and that's obviously their job. Thanks. So in response, what I have said to David is that obviously the answer that I gave in terms of potential 2 to 3 week delay is just speculation. So if you remember in the previous post that we had, the suggestion that the theory is saying that in terms of creating a situation and a belief that there may be a 2 to 3 week delay, could be a plan from George to suggest that, and as a way of trapping the shorts. But first of all, what I've said here is the answer is just speculation, and the reason why it's speculation is because only the insiders will know the key dates. So for example, these key dates that we're talking about is when the SEC communicated, and also when or if the company has responded. So I'm not disagreeing with anything here. I certainly think it's a strong possibility that the company have already responded. We don't know, only the insiders will know. But what I can confirm is that George did say the information required was fairly straightforward, and so what that basically implies that the delay should not be too long. Let's now have a look at the stock that is going to be IPOing this week. So it's ticker symbol BIAF, also known as Bio Technologies Incorporated. So this is going to be publicly traded on the NASDAQ August 30th, 2022. So we can see here that the company's share price is set between $6 and $6.25. So that will be a price that obviously everybody who managed to get in, hopefully on a pre-order, with an insider lockup period of 180 days. So what that basically means, obviously people in the management team will not be able to sell for at least 180 days. So that's certainly something positive to give confidence in the business, because if the insiders were to use inside knowledge, buy the shares and then sell in a run-up, then that would certainly not be fair on the retail traders. So in terms of the company, they're going to be looking at offering approximately 1.28 million shares, and the price obviously approximately in terms of the per share value $6.12, but it could be between $6 and $6.25. Let's now get confirmation of this IPO filing from NASDAQ, and we can see here from the NASDAQ page, ticker symbol proposed is BIAF. Employees in terms of how many people work for the company, 14. So it is a small, probably a micro float company. Share price proposed between $6 and $6.25. Again, we can see here confirmation of the shares offered just in excess of 1.28 million. In terms of the amount offered is just in excess of 9.2 million. So obviously this should be good news for the company, especially from the point of view of raising capital for their needs. So let's have a look at the company profile on the website. The company is also known as Bio, and the headline here we can see in terms of what the company are about is meeting a critical need to find lung cancer early. So what they've identified here is something with a registered trademark by the name of CyPath, and this is something that uses flow cytometry to analyze the cells in a person's phlegm to find cancer cells that have sloughed off in a lung tumor during collection of the sample. So this registered trademark that they have has got the potential to dramatically increase overall diagnostic accuracy, leading to increased survival, fewer procedures, and obviously lower patient anxiety and medical costs. So very positive objectives here from the company point of view. So let's see what the analysts are saying about Bio Technologies and the IPO. So basically this is a very small biotech outfit. So biotech stocks, I'm sure you're aware, are usually much more high risk, but obviously come with exceptional reward as well. So very few analysts do have this company on their radar, so it's not well known. In terms of the potential catalyst that the analysts have identified here is the market growth. Obviously lung cancer is huge. According to the data provided by industry analysts, the broader push for detection and early detection obviously there is an increasing need for that. So in terms of the worldwide demand, we're looking at approximately $3.4 billion by 2026. Of this portion, US diagnostic segment is expected to reach a valuation of approximately $843 million. So in terms of bioaffinity, what they're also looking at is key headwinds and prospectus from prospective investors, and obviously in terms of the company, they're looking at complete product certification, meaning that regulatory challenges still exist. So there will be challenges ahead. It will be a company that is obviously in the early stages of development, early stages of production, but obviously also possibly a great long-term play. In terms of the financials, one key concern that I can see here is since its inception in 2014, what the company have not done yet is managed to generate any sales of the CyPath lung tests. So obviously this is something that is still ongoing. In terms of how the company have financed themselves, obviously the company will not be profitable. They have financed themselves through equity or debt securities, and also with this IPO should certainly give the company a significant boost. Finally, if anybody would like to get full access to our weekly watch list where we add stocks in addition to the one that we've just looked at with regard to the IPO, you can join the Discord for little as $9 a month. And what this will also give you is access to our bio stocks with regard to the FDA calendar. So this is something that's also shared exclusively with the Discord. So I'm sure you're aware that when a company does get FDA clearance or approval, this can lead to a potential squeeze. So these are stocks here that we're calling out with regard to catalyst dates. So if you'd like to get access, certainly you can join us in the Discord to get access to these stocks. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.